The Glass Castle is Jeannette Walls' riveting memoir of her unconventional and often harrowing childhood, growing up in a nomadic, impoverished family led by her dreamer father and free-spirited mother. Despite poverty, neglect, and instability, the Walls family's story is infused with moments of love, resilience, and imagination. Jeannette's journey from a chaotic upbringing to a successful career as a journalist is a testament to her strength and ability to forge her own path, while reflecting on the complex bonds of family. Jeannette Walls was born in the early 1960s, the second of 4 children to Rex and Rosemary Walls. Her earliest memory, at age 3, sets the tone for her childhood. While cooking hot dogs unsupervised in their trailer in Arizona, her dress catches fire, leaving her with severe burns. Her parents rush her to the hospital, but Rex, distrustful of authority, rescues her from the hospital before she's fully recovered, fleeing with the family to avoid bills and questions. This incident encapsulates the Walls family dynamic, love mixed with recklessness, independence bordering on neglect. Rex Walls, a charismatic, brilliant, but alcoholic father, is a dreamer who promises his children a grand future, including a glass castle, a fantastical solar-powered home he sketches but never builds. Rosemary, an artist and self-proclaimed excitement addict, prioritizes her painting over practical responsibilities, often leaving the children to fend for themselves. The family, Jeannette, her older sister Lori, younger brother Brian, and later, baby sister Maureen, lives a nomadic existence, moving from desert towns in Arizona, Nevada, and California, often doing the skedaddle to escape debts or trouble. Life is marked by poverty and instability. The children sleep in cardboard boxes, scavenge for food in dumpsters, and endure periods without electricity or running water. Yet, Rex and Rosemary frame their lifestyle as an adventure, teaching the kids to read, debate, and embrace nonconformity. Rex's storytelling and lessons in physics and geology spark Jeannette's imagination, while Rosemary's bohemian philosophy encourages independence. Despite the hardships, the children find joy in small moments, like stargazing in the desert or receiving rare Christmas gifts chosen from the stars in the sky. As Jeannette grows, the cracks in the family's idyllic narrative widen. Rex's alcoholism worsens, leading to erratic behavior, job losses, and violent outbursts. He spends what little money they have on liquor, leaving the family hungry. Rosemary, though sober, is often detached, prioritizing her art or reading over parenting. When the kids complain of hunger, she dismisses it, claiming poverty builds character. One particularly jarring moment occurs when Jeannette discovers Rosemary hiding a chocolate bar while the children starve, revealing her mother's selfishness. The Walls children develop remarkable resilience. Jeannette and Brian team up to forage for food, while Lori, the eldest, becomes a protective figure, dreaming of escape through her art. The siblings rely on each other, forming a tight bond against their parents' unpredictability. School is a challenge, frequent moves mean gaps in education, and their ragged clothes invite bullying, but Jeannette excels academically when given the chance, finding solace in books and writing. A pivotal move takes the family to Battle Mountain, Nevada, where they briefly stabilize. Rex works as a miner, and the kids attend school regularly. But Rex's drinking soon derails this, and the family moves again, this time to Phoenix, where Rosemary inherits a house from her mother. The house offers potential security, but Rex and Rosemary's mismanagement, allowing it to fall into disrepair, squanders the opportunity. Jeannette's faith in her father begins to falter as she sees him prioritize alcohol over his family's needs. A turning point. When Jeannette is around 10, the family relocates to Rex's hometown of Welch, West Virginia, a dying coal mining town steeped in poverty. The move marks a low point. Their home at 93 Little Hobart Street is a dilapidated shack with no indoor plumbing, leaking roofs, and makeshift heating. The children face harsh winters, hunger, and social isolation. Rex's parents, Irma and Grandpa Walls, are cold and abusive. Irma molests Brian, and Rex does little to intervene, straining his relationship with the kids further. In Welch, the children begin to assert their independence. Lori and Jeannette dream of escaping to New York City, where Lori believes they can start anew. Jeannette takes on leadership, working odd jobs, like babysitting and writing for the school newspaper, to save money. She and Lori pool their earnings in a piggy bank, but Rex steals it for booze, a disastrous blow to their trust. Despite this betrayal, Jeannette forgives her father, clinging to memories of his sober, loving moments, like when he builds her a makeshift swimming pool or teaches her to face fears. The siblings' bond remains their anchor. Brian protects Jeannette from bullies, while Laurie's determination to leave Welch inspires them all. Maureen, the youngest, struggles most, her beauty and charm masking her emotional fragility in an unstable environment. Rosemary's refusal to seek welfare or steady work frustrates the kids, as she insists on her artistic freedom, even as the family starves. Escape to New York. At 17, Laurie graduates high school and moves to New York City, finding work and a stable life. Jeannette follows a year later, at 16, with Brian soon joining them. The city life is a shock. Jeannette marvels at its abundance but carries the survival instincts of her childhood. She works tirelessly, attends college at Barnard, with scholarships and loans, and lands a job as a journalist. Brian becomes a police officer, while Laurie pursues art. The siblings thrive, building the stable lives they never had. Rex and Rosemary eventually follow their children to New York, living as squatters and scavenging to maintain their free lifestyle. Jeannette is torn between shame and love for her parents. She hides her past from colleagues, fearing judgment, but a chance encounter with her mother dumpster diving forces her to confront her roots. Rex, now frail from years of drinking, tries to reconnect with Jeannette, sharing moments of tenderness, like taking her to a bar to hustle pool, a nod to their old bond. However, his health declines, and he dies of a heart attack, leaving Jeannette grappling with grief and unresolved feelings. Maureen, unable to cope with the family's dysfunction, spirals into drug use and mental health struggles, eventually moving to California. Rosemary remains unapologetic, choosing homelessness over conventional life, even after inheriting land that could have supported the family years earlier. Reflection and legacy. As an adult, Jeannette reflects on her childhood with a mix of pain and gratitude. She marries John Taylor, a writer who embraces her past, and they build a stable life together. At a Thanksgiving dinner, Jeannette toasts to Rex, acknowledging his flaws but also the spark of wonder he gave her. The memoir ends with her acceptance of her parents' choices and her own journey from chaos to self-made success. The Glass Castle is as much about resilience as it is about family. Jeannette's story highlights the paradox of her parents, Rex's brilliance undone by addiction, Rosemary's creativity marred by neglect. The children's ability to rise above their circumstances underscores the power of sibling bonds and personal determination. The Glass Castle itself, a symbol of Rex's unfulfilled promises, becomes a metaphor for the fragile yet enduring dreams that shaped Jeannette's life. Dysfunction and love. The Walls family is deeply flawed, yet their love, however unconventional, sustains them. Jeannette's complex feelings for her parents highlight the tension between loyalty and independence. Resilience and self-reliance. The children's ability to survive hunger, neglect, and abuse showcases their strength. Jeannette's journey to success is a triumph of will over circumstance. The power of imagination. Rex's stories and Rosemary's free-spiritedness instill creativity in the children, helping them cope with hardship but also blinding them to practical needs. Poverty and shame. Jeannette's struggle to hide her past reflects the stigma of poverty, while her eventual openness signifies self-acceptance. Parent-child dynamics. The memoir explores how children can love flawed parents while forging their own paths. Jeannette's forgiveness of Rex and Rosemary is a nuanced resolution. Freedom versus responsibility. Rosemary and Rex's pursuit of personal freedom comes at the cost of their children's security, raising questions about the balance between individuality and duty. The Glass Castle is a haunting and inspiring tale of growing up in a world of extremes, poverty and possibility, neglect and nurture. Jeannette Walls' vivid storytelling brings her childhood to life, capturing the beauty and pain of a family bound by love yet fractured by dysfunction. Her journey from the deserts of the Southwest to the streets of New York is a powerful reminder that while we cannot choose our beginnings, we can shape our endings. Through her memoir, Jeannette transforms the fragile dream of the Glass Castle into a lasting legacy of resilience and hope. If this story touched your heart, give this video a like. Share your thoughts in the comments. What part hit you the hardest? Send this to someone who's fighting their own silent battles. And don't forget to subscribe to Books Unfold, because here, we don't just tell stories. We unfold the raw, real journeys that remind you, no matter how broken your past, you can still build something beautiful. You are not your pain. You are the strength you found through it. Keep turning your story into your power.